Hello and welcome to another presentation of high school basketball on DouglasCountyDigest.com. For this ball game, we are in the cozy confines of the gym at Atwood Hammond High School as the Atwood Hammond Rajas take on the Arthur Lovington Knights. Chris Patton and Luke Johnson here with you for this game. And Luke, a lot is expected out of Arthur Lovington. Maybe, not as much right away known about Atwood Hammond, but it's two teams from the Little Ocala Valley Conference, but this early in the season, they're playing a non-conference game tonight. Yeah,
Arthur and Atwood are at two different ends of the spectrum right now, coming off of last season. Atwood had kind of a rough year last year at 127, and Arthur made it all the way into the sectionals to beat Arcola and then on with a loss to Fisher later on. So they had a different turnaround at the end of their season than Atwood did.
And Arthur Lovington feeling pretty good coming into this game. They're 1-1 on the season, and just this week they were named ranked number 10 in the IHSA Class 1A poll. So that's something they're looking to kind of defend going into this game.
Oh yeah, and in Atwood's defense, everybody's out to get, once they see somebody that they play consistently during the season, they're gung-ho to go after that, the number one or the better team.
And, there's some other familiarity between these two that we'll talk about as the game goes on. We're getting ready for the tip-off here. Starters tonight for Atwood Hammond, number 0, Cody Siebens, a junior. Number 3, Andy Webb, a senior. Number 4, Jordan Fagan, he's a junior. 21, Lucas Larimore, junior, and number 50, Kyle Weirman, he is a senior, and the tap is controlled by Atwood Hammond. We'll get to Arthur's starters here in just a second when we get a chance. And number 4, that is Jordan Fagan. He passes off to Andy Webb. 3, he's going to drive the lane. Passes back out, though, to Cody Siebens. Thinks about shooting, puts it into the paint. Shot up and good by number 4, Jordan Fagan.
Excellent way to run the offense right off the bat. Move the ball around, hit the guy in the post. Big guy in the post.
Curtis Plank brings the ball across half court for Arthur Lovington. He has it out top, defended tightly by Siebens. Dishes off, goes to 22, Evan Siegmiller. Back in the corner, 21, that is Tyler Schuring. He puts it up, rebounded, no good, rebounded by Atwood Hammond, number 3, Andy Webb. He's a guy to look out for tonight. Siebens has it, he gets it into the post. Post moves done by Kyle Weirman. He throws it over the lane, and ball goes out of bounds, and it looks like it will remain with Atwood Hammond.
A little scramble there at the end. Mr. Weirman got stuck down in the post getting a triple team, didn't know what to do with it, so he tossed it up.
And Atwood will inbound right in front of the Arthur student section and get it in, tipped away though, and recovered. Out top is Jordan Fagan. He gives it back to Siebens. Trying to find someone in the post, can't do it, gonna cross court it. And we got tight sidelines here, but Andy Webb's able to bring it in. Out top with Larimore. Into the post, trying to find Weirman. Can't find him. It's going to be Arthur Lovington ball.
An errant pass there by Cody Siebens, excuse me. Need to do a bounce pass into the post instead of throwing an overhead or chest pass.
Full court pressure on the inbounds by Atwood Hammond. Arthur Lovington breaks it fairly easily, though. Tyler Schuring out top with it. He passes off to number 12, Curtis Plank. Plank has it. It's back to Andrew Maxwell. Now on the drive is Siegmiller. Back to Maxwell. Shot up, no good. Rebounded. We got 2 guys for Atwood. Coming down with it eventually, though. It is passed away to Jordan Fagan. He brings the ball down the court, gives it back to Webb. Webb feeds the post, can't find anybody. Airmails his pass, taken away by Andrew Maxwell. Here comes Arthur Lovington. Into the post is Plank. He puts a spin move on. Shot up and good. 2 points. Curtis Plank.
After the made basket, Arthur's in a full court press.
2-2, 6 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. And into the lane goes Webb. He dishes it off, and we get a foul on Arthur Lovington on the arm. 2 shots coming up for Lucas Larimore.
Atwood didn't have a terrible tough time there for the first time breaking the full court press. Arthur was a little slow in their rotations.
We've seen that both ways. Arthur was able to get it down, and so has Atwood against some token pressure. First free throw's up and good. It's 3-2 Atwood Hammond. We never did give the Arthur Lovington starters. Clayton Hahn, number 2, 12 Curtis Plank, 21 Tyler Schuring, 22 Evan Siegmiller, and 35 Andrew Maxwell round out the starting lineup for the Knights. Second free throw is going to be short, and it's rebounded by Evan Siegmiller. Curtis Plank has it, brings it across the timeline, gives it to 21 Schuring on the right wing. Back out top now with Clayton Hahn. He puts up a shot from the elbow, no good. Rebounded by Kyle Weirman, number 50, in white for Atwood Hammond.
Arthur looks like they're in a hurry to get up quick shots here. They're not really taking their time very much.
And Atwood has it now. Get it to Weirman at the free throw line. He puts it up, no good. Good box out though. Shot goes up. Jordan Fagan puts the shot up, but he gets fouled. He's going to get 2 shots.
Again, good rotation, moving the ball around the top of the key for Atwood and getting it down to the low post for a tough physical battle to get to the free throw line.
Atwood Hammond with a 3-2 advantage here. 5:37 left in the first quarter. And a chance to extend that lead for Jordan Fagan. Atwood, previously the last couple years, has ran kind of the Grinnell College system where they kind of run and gun, shoot as fast as you can, kind of trying to slow it down here and be a little more fundamentally sound.
For those of anybody that's listening, the Grinnell College system is where the Division I scoring record was broken earlier this season by Jack Taylor, 138 points. That's where Atwood got their offensive system last year.
Jordan Fagan makes the second after he missed the first, so it's 4-2 right now, Atwood Hammond. And there's that pressure again. Arthur able to break it though. Ball is now inside, fed into the paint for number 21, Tyler Schuring. He met with some pressure there when he got in the paint and travels.
Good job collapsing by Atwood, keeping the driver off balance.
Pressure yet again, and Atwood can and does break it. There's a pass now, and Siebens couldn't corral it. He had it enough, though, and he moved his feet instead of dribbling. Turnover for Atwood Hammond.
We've seen full court pressure from both sides, and both sides are not having a terribly tough time getting through it all.
Here comes Arthur. Number 12, Curtis Plank has it. He throws it away. Saved by Atwood Hammond by Andy Webb. Rajas have it again. Jordan Fagan's going to bring it across the timeline, gives it to Webb. He drives, pulls up, passes it back to Weirman. Weirman gives it back to number 3, Webb. He drives the baseline, and we're going to get a charge called. Evan Siegmiller plants his foot on that baseline, takes the charge. It's Arthur Lovington ball. 4-2 is the Atwood Hammond lead. 4:59 left in the first quarter.
Usually you look for help from the opposite side. The help came from the elbow on that time. The defender dropped down, took the charge on the baseline.
Point guard Curtis Plank has it. He pulls up for a shot. Shot up and good. 2 points, Curtis Plank. And he has all 4 of Arthur Lovington's points so far. It's a 4-4 tie. 4:45 left in the first quarter, and we get a turnover. Atwood Hammond tried to throw an inbounds pass, knocked away. It looked like it was knocked away possibly, but it said, the referees said that Atwood had the last hand on it, so it's going to be Arthur ball.
First time the full court pressure has taken effect there.
Arthur Lovington will inbound underneath their own basket. Pass goes in the lane almost. Nobody touched it, out of bounds. Tried to find Andrew Maxwell. He couldn't get to it. It's going to be Atwood Hammond's ball.
We'll take a look and see if the full court pressure has any effect this time.
Here we go now with number 4. That's Jordan Fagan. Passes back out top to Andy Webb. Over to number 23, Logan Dukeman into the game for Atwood Hammond. Jesse Ruff in as well. Shot goes up. It's 3-pointer off the rim. No good. Looks like Andy Webb went over the back. Tried to get the rebound. Went over the back of Tyler Schuring. It will be Arthur Lovington ball. 4:25 left here in the first.
That's going to be rough on Atwood. Andy Webb has 2 fouls early on here in the first period.
Andy Webb was described to me as Atwood Hammond's workhorse, so you hate to see him, if you're an Atwood Hammond fan, you hate to see him go out this early.
Somebody else is going to have to step up and be a leader here.
Schuring inbounds it to Curtis Plank, number 12, the point guard. He is tightly guarded by Cody Siebens. Pass gets across to Schuring. He's going to drive the lane, lays it up, no good, but we're going to get a foul call, it looks like, against Atwood Hammond. 2 shots coming up for Tyler Schuring.
It was a good drive to the basket, taking on 4 defenders. He went right through all 4 of them.
Foul on Atwood Hammond's Cody Siebens. That is his first. And team's third. First free throw, no good. 4-4, still our score. 4:15 left in the first period. Schuring puts up the second off the back iron. Looked to almost be corralled by Andrew Maxwell. He can't bring it in though. Jordan Fagan has it for Atwood Hammond. Over now to Logan Dukeman. He looks in the post, looks back to the corner, throws a cross-court pass, tried to feed the post. A little too tricky of a pass to pull off there. It goes out of bounds and will be Arthur Lovington ball.
When the guards get the ball in the wing, the posts are posting up for a couple seconds, and then they look away just at the same time that the wing is trying to pass them the ball.
Can't quite get on the same page against the defensive pressure of Arthur Lovington. 3:56 left here in the first quarter. Arthur Lovington has the ball in Tyler Schuring's hands. He passes it off now to Curtis Plank. Maxwell has it down in the corner. Here comes Schuring, drives the baseline. Floater up, rims in and out, no good. It looked like it was going to go down. Here we go to the wing for a three-pointer. Up, no good. Clayton Hahn couldn't get it to fall. Ball brought away by Jesse Ruff. Fagan brings it across the timeline for Atwood Hammond. Now it's with Cody Siebens. Again, looking for the post. It's well defended by Arthur Lovington. Try to feed it again. Taken away by Arthur Lovington. Here comes Siegmiller with a left-handed layup, and it's good. 2 points for Evan Siegmiller, and it's 6-4. Arthur Lovington, 3:10 left in the first.
Atwood needs to slow down and get the ball into the post. They're doing a good job of trying to find him.
Trap there, cross-court pass. We got tight sidelines here. The ball goes out of bounds. Arthur Lovington really turning it up defensively. And as we say that, here comes 5 fresh players into the game for Arthur Lovington. Basically the basketball equivalent of a hockey line change.
That keeps the legs fresh and keeps the opposing team on their heels.
And we're going to get a timeout here while this all goes on. 3:03 left in the first quarter. 6-4 is the Arthur Lovington lead. They're going to bring in a fresh group of guys to, I don't believe they've made any substitutions so far. So yeah, it seems like, you 5, you're the starters, you go out, you play. And then, instead of mixing and matching pieces, they've just got kind of units here.
Well, it may be the fact that last year they had so much success. They found the right 5 guys that gel well enough together that they can play 5 at one time, and those guys are really good with each other. And then the next 5 that come on the floor, they're just as good as the starting group.
As we mentioned, this Arthur Lovington squad made it to the sectional finals where they lost to Fisher last year, and brought 12 lettermen back, and then brought in kids from Lovington too. Shot up no good for Atwood Hammond, rebounded by one of the new folks, Logan West. Here comes Arthur Lovington, 23. Caleb Schrock has it. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to remain with Arthur Lovington.
Good hustle by Cody Stevens to sprint back after he missed the layup and knocked the ball out of bounds.
2:51 left, 6-4. Arthur Lovington is the scorer. Going to inbounds it underneath the basket. The ball is with Avery Schrock right now. He feeds the post. Shot up, no good. Logan West misses, and it's Atwood Hammond ball.
Well, both these teams are going into the post early on. They're not taking a whole lot of jump shots.
Mental mistake there by Cody Stevens. A little frustrated with himself. He a little caught in between there. Wasn't sure what he wanted to do.
Had one thing in mind, and that option got taken away, so he tried to hang on to it.
Try and get you some of these names for Arthur Lovington. Anthony Hedinger is in, number 15. 23, Caleb Schrock is in there. Number 11, Avery Schrock has the ball right now. He gives it to Anthony Hedinger, who has it. Number 30 is Logan West. We've mentioned him. 25, that's Nick Martina. Into the corner now, it's 23, Caleb Schrock. He drives, dishes it off, shot up from number 30, Logan West. 2 points for Arthur Lovington. It's 8-4. 2:20 left to go here in the first quarter. Fagan gets it to Siebens, and it's taken away by 25, Nick Martina. Here comes Arthur Lovington. This shift tends to have paid off, it looks like. We're going to get a blocking foul on Atwood Hammond, excuse me. I believe it's going to be on number 12, Jesse Ruff.
Well, these 5 on the floor right now are a blur. They are running from one end to the other as fast as they can. It was a good find last time to Logan West, the high post. He found a break in the defense.
First foul on Jesse Ruff for Atwood Hammond, his first, team's 4th. Arthur Lovington wasting no time here. Out top, Avery Schrock has it, passes it off to 23, Caleb Schrock. 15, that's Anthony Hedinger. He's got it now tightly guarded. Passes off back to 23, Caleb Schrock. Layup no good. Rebounded, taken away by Atwood Hammond. We're going to get a little tussle here and get a foul call. 23, that is Caleb Schrock for Arthur Lovington. His first foul, and I believe we still have 3 on the scoreboard. Is that his third foul? Team's third? Team third. Team third for Arthur Lovington here with 1:51 left. They have a 4-point advantage over Atwood Hammond. Here comes Fagan. He's wasting no time. Gets it in underneath. Shot tried to be put up by Jesse Ruff. Ball knocked away, but they got some arm there. So Jesse Ruff for Atwood Hammond will go to the free throw line.
As you're just saying, it's getting a little physical. A lot of these guys know each other from the football season, as we'll explain later on.
Interesting dynamic in this ball game, definitely. Number 12. Oh. Now he put up his free throw. The buzzer went off. We had a little confusion with the referee in the scorer's table. And we're going to chat now to see what exactly it is. Foul was called on Caleb Schrock. Scoreboard has as his second, team's fourth. We're getting people waved into the game here. Jeremy Plank in for the first time for Arthur Lovington. Jeremy Plank is a 6-foot sophomore guard.
Arthur's definitely showing their depth right now by subbing in a lot. And it's starting to wear on some of the Atwood players early on.
Definitely a high intensity back and forth here with the pressure defenses, and the offense is running the ball down the court. Jesse Ruff makes the second free throw. Spencer Kirby, the Atwood Hammond coach, a little unsure why, when the buzzer went off over the confusion, why that didn't, why his guy at the free throw line didn't get a second chance. Shot up for Arthur Lovington, no good. Rebounded though. Shot's going to go up again. Nick Martina puts it up. He's hit on the arm, and he's going to go to the free throw line. 1:28 left in the first. It's 8-5, Arthur Lovington.
At the moment, Atwood's killing themselves on turnovers and not boxing out. You have to box out when you're playing a physical team like Arthur.
Foul is called on Jordan Fagan, his first, team's fifth. Martina at the free throw line for his first one, no good, off the back iron.
And we're subbing in again.
Here we go again.
Subs for Arthur.
Anthony Hettinger, though, he was in earlier, part of that group of 5 that came in, replaced by Jeremy Plank, and then going to replace him right back. Nick Martina getting ready for his second free throw attempt. Shot up and good. 9-5, Arthur Lovington leads Atwood Hammond with 1.5 minutes left. Wasting no time, Cody Siebens comes down a little out of control, puts a layup up, no good, rebounded and put right back up by Jesse Ruff for 2 points. 9-7, Arthur Lovington over Atwood Hammond.
Arthur again in a hurry up the floor, looking for the first option they can find.
And that option right now is Logan West, drives the lane, laid up left hand, no good. Rebound a couple times by Nick Martina, puts it up over the backboard, over the hoop, no good. And here comes Atwood Hammond. Jordan Fagan out of running the point. Gives it off to Siebens. He drives down into the corner, tries to feed the post backdoor style to Jordan Fagan. The ball goes out of bounds, but it does go out of bounds off of Arthur Lovington.
Fagan trying to pull a nifty little pass there on the baseline. Had a guy wide open.
Andy Webb now back in the game for Atwood Hammond with 2 fouls. We'll see how this pays off. Trying to feed the post again. Atwood Hammond almost gets it knocked away. Webb gets it. He puts up a shot from the free throw line. It's good. We're tied at 9, 42 seconds left in the first quarter.
Andy Webb immediately back in the ball game, has a big impact.
I wonder if Coach Kirby's trying to sneak him in here and get him some time right before the end of the first quarter. You know, maybe not give him some extended time, but at least try and hope you can steal a minute from him here.
Right.
Arthur Lovington looks to run things on offense. Spin in the lane there by Logan West. Ball batted away by Atwood Hammond. It will remain with Arthur Lovington. 9-9, our score, 21 seconds remain in the first quarter.
Atwood again packing it in there as soon as they drive to the lane. All the defenders packed down into the middle.
Tight confines down there on the baseline for Arthur Lovington. Inbound it from Caleb Schrock. He gets it out top, though. Right now it's with Avery Schrock. He drives to his left and feeds it into the post. Shot up and good by Nick Martina. 11-9 is now the Knights' advantage. And we got a careless pass there. Player didn't see it, his intended receiver. And now here comes Arthur. Avery Schrock has it, puts a shot up. No good, rebounded, and that's going to be it for the first quarter. After 1 quarter of play, we've had a defensive struggle here. Arthur Lovington leads Atwood Hammond 11-9 on DouglasCountyDigest.com.